You, 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 you. What's up, y'all? Tell Like It Is TV, man. Let's talk about it, y'all. So first of all, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to donate. The links is in the description box. If not, that's cool. The like button is, that's right, y'all. The like button is free. All right, man. So let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. So apparently, it's been going on over this last week is I've been seeing a lot of videos from MTG. For those that don't know who she is, that's Majority Taylor Greene. She's a part of the Republican Party. She was somebody who was stomping hard for Donald Trump, stomping hard for the Republicans, stomping hard against the Democrats. And y'all know I've been kind of critical of Majority Taylor Greene. You know what I'm saying? I do think that, she definitely comes across or was coming across as a racist and things like that, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the woman, but that's how she was coming off on certain things. You know what I'm saying? So, it just is what it is with some of her interviews and some of the stuff that she actually has said out her mouth, okay? But at the end of the day, there were some things that I did agree with Majority Taylor Greene, especially when it comes down to the Democrats. But I do think that she was a pandering motherfucker that couldn't be trusted, okay? And a lot of y'all would come in my comment section acting like I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about, especially over there when it comes down to the BitChute page, because the BitChute page, got the far right conservatives and, everybody just on their knees for anything, anybody associated with Donald Trump, y'all just on your knees for him, you know what I'm saying? And, I'll start criticizing, oh, you monkey, you nigger. I get called all type of names and shit, but now that Majority Taylor Greene is out here criticizing the goddamn Republicans, criticizing goddamn Donald Trump. Now all you hoe ass niggas is running around here talking about some goddamn Majority Taylor Greene is a traitor. She's a traitor. No, she might just be telling it like it is. Okay? She might just be telling it like it is. Now we're gonna go through some videos with Majority Taylor Greene because I know some of y'all are upset with her right now. And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna go through some of these videos, man, to see if y'all agree with Majority Taylor Greene. Because at the end of the day, look it, man. I like Donald Trump, all right? If I voted, I would have voted Donald Trump both times. All three times, actually. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. Do I agree with everything Donald Trump does? Absolutely not. Okay? Do I think that Donald Trump may have fibbed about some shit he was campaigning for? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. The nigga done got up here and capped about making America first. Okay? Not making America first, okay? The nigga definitely been capping about that shit, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But anyway. But I do think there's some good things that Donald Trump has done since he's been back in office, okay? But that's politics in general, okay? It is what it is. Niggas got their wake-up call with Obama. A lot of Caucasians is gonna get their wake-up call, especially you niggas that's getting on your knees for goddamn Donald Trump. Y'all gonna get y'all wake-up call with Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? Just like some of these Latinos that got their ass out here stomping hard for Donald Trump, and now you niggas is getting thrown up in goddamn ICE detainments and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Getting detained by ICE and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's what it is. I thought niggas was gonna be getting detained and thrown out of Africa, thrown to Africa and shit. We don't come from Africa, nigga. We indigenous to this goddamn land. Now, if you were African or you were Jamaican or a Haitian or some shit like that, yeah, your ass might get deported. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna sit up and hold you on that. Your ass might get deported. Okay, there is fear for that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest about that. But as far as this whole thing of ancient Americans getting deported, that's never going to happen. You know what I'm saying? A European to get deported before a nigga like me getting deported. I'm going to tell you that shit right now. But anyway, let's get into this, man. I wanted to start it off with this video right here, man, because it brings it to a situation where, I always talk about the time where I really started to get like into conspiracy theories. You know what I'm saying? And it started on YouTube, watching guys like Professor Griff and things like that. Hollywood, him doing the Hollywood debunks, and then I started to go deeper and go deeper and deeper and deeper, and I discovered dudes like Alex Jones and other dudes and that talk about these conspiracies and what happened here, who killed Martin Luther King, the Steve Coakleys, getting into the JFK assassinations, the Malcolm X assassinations and shit, who was behind that, da 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 da. So when you really start to get in that shit, honestly, dog, that shit becomes lonely as fuck because honestly, bro, you really can't talk to nobody about that shit because nobody is on that level with you to be able to really talk about that shit, to really even want to observe or even want to learn on what the fuck these people that's in control that we see that we got to put on this major fucking pedestal, you know, we don't want to pay attention to them. We just want to go ahead and live life. And I'm all cool with that too. But bro, we have to at some point in time be able to see what the fuck is going on. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like I said, it is what it is. Everybody has their own time when they wake up. And some niggas you ain't gonna be able to wake up. That's what I always say. I don't need to wake up everybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to have 1 million subscribers. The motherfuckers that fuck with me, they get it. That's all I need. You know what I'm saying? That's all I need. I don't need a huge following, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Just give me 300 gorillas. We gonna get the job done. You know what I'm saying? 300 gorillas, that's all I need. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But anyway, let's get into this, though.
Be careful about waking up. I'll tell you that. Because most of the people, they ain't never going to wake up. They ain't woke. They ain't never going to wake up. And once you do, and you go down certain rabbit holes and you get certain information, and then you got to come back around, the people that still sleep, that's probably the most frustrating shit ever. Is now you are aware, damn, this fake, this fake, this fake. The world is a stage. That the life that I'm living essentially is fake. They're giving us money that they made up, taking our time that we never get back just to pay them the money that they made up for things that was already here before they even existed.
Facts. Think about it. We pay for water. We pay for electricity, okay? Pay for gas. All this shit right here, dog, is all shit that was indigenous to the goddamn land, okay? Then we busting our ass working 10 to 12 hours a day. When you barely got any goddamn free time for yourself. You know what I'm saying? The little time you do get, you got a goddamn, unless you just somebody who don't sleep like that, or if you somebody who doesn't have to work, okay? Those are the people I would probably say can get the most out of life at the end of the day. But anybody that's working a regular 9 to 5, if you got kids and shit like that, dog, like I said, yeah, you work all this time, dog, and you got to constantly pay money. Like I said, paying taxes to me is crazy. You know what I'm saying? You're already getting taxed on anything you go to the store and buy. Then these niggas got the audacity to get their ass out here and motherfucking tax your ass off the money, the slave labor your ass been out here doing and shit, just to turn around and give this money to other countries. You know what I'm saying? This shit is disrespectful, dog. It really is. This government is hella disrespectful. And they do it with no shame. No shame. They don't even care. They know a lot of y'all don't even get it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the problem. But anyway, let me keep going. I'm trying not to be long with it.
So it's like
it's damn near damn near a gift and a curse. It's a gift because you're aware, but it's a curse because you're too aware. You're aware of everything, and it's like you see people that's just jolly walking down the street, just regular, like
don't care about nothing. They don't even know they get no Vaseline.
Exactly,
they're happy as hell. Like,
pause. Niggas getting hella raw dogged out here. You know what I'm saying? The American people getting raw dogged and don't care. Don't give a flying fuck about it. You know what I'm saying? That's the most frustrating part to me about the shit. And then they have these tricks of where they play the racial game. They throw shit on the media and they play these race games and shit. They play these police games. They play these fears of war games. They play these political games. And everything is a fucking game at the end of the day. But your life is not a fucking game. You're fucking sitting up here busting your ass every day. You're up here probably worrying about this that's on the TV, worrying about that, worrying about this, worrying about that, and life should not be like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I always find it funny when I'm having conversations with people and, shit, they get a little heated and the motherfucker want to bring up slavery. You know what I'm saying? You could be talking about some regular shit. And, like I said, me personally, I get the cooking, nigga, so it is what it is. So a motherfucker will turn around and be like, yeah, it's crazy, because with slavery, and back in the day, like, well, it's funny that you bring up slavery. You still think we slaves now? Oh, no, we ain't slaves now. Oh, you not. You ain't no slave right now. You not no slave right now? Lose your job, nigga, and see what the fuck happened to your ass. You know what I'm saying? Lose your job. Lose your job and watch your goddamn landlord or if you stay in a house or whatever the case may be, watch them niggas come back and be like, hey, look, I know you've been paying for 30 years on that house. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we need them payments, family, or this house going into foreclosure. But I lost my job. But paying for 30 years, it's got to mean something. Like I said, if you don't pay these goddamn taxes, fam, we coming to get that crib. You know what I'm saying? Lose your job and live in a goddamn apartment. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you have to work. You have to work. You got to hustle. You got to do something at the end of the day, straight up and down. So nobody's here living for free. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? The only motherfuckers really, I'm going to say technically, that really ain't slaves, but we look, this is crazy. I'm really ready to say this shit, but the only motherfuckers that's not slaves to this goddamn country right now are the homeless people. Because they're giving money and they're living for free. They cannot have a job and still make it around in life. You know what I'm saying? Now, I mean, they may not, it may not be comfortable. It might be comfortable for them. But those people are the only people that I can sit back and be like, damn, when I really think about, because I be thinking about shit all the time. And that was one thing I thought about actually like a couple weeks ago, honestly. I was like, damn, that's crazy. I was like, you know what, man, this shit, because I'm always thinking like, man, I got to get out of this fucking job, bro. I'm trying to find a way. I can hit a lick or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? It's got to be a better way, dog. It's got to be a better way. I got to get rich, hit the Powerball, Mega Millions, Mass Cash. God damn it, I got to hit something. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, so I was just thinking about that shit, and I'm like, damn, the only motherfuckers who really are truly not slaves in this country right now are the homeless. Because they can not have a job and still have a place to go. See what I'm saying? So technically, they live more free than the average fucking everyday American. You know what I'm saying? Now, we might live a little better, but at the end of the day, they live free. They don't have to worry about the lights getting cut off. They ain't got to worry. All they got to worry about is simple shit. And a lot of that shit is already being provided for them. I'm not saying that that's how I want to live per se, you know what I'm saying? But damn it, you know what I'm saying? If we going to want to, oh man, slavery ain't never ended. It never ended. And just cause you are making a little bit more money than the next man or this race of people making more money than this, I don't give a fuck which way you want to cook, cut it, or slice it. At the end of the day, you got to get up and punch a fucking clock and work every fucking day of your life. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you got to work. From the shit I was reading on documentaries as far as slavery and shit like that, these niggas will work in the fields for about 4 to 5 years, 2 years or some shit like that. And then they will be given their own fucking plantation at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? They can run their own shit. Nigga, you've been at that job for 30 years and you can't even retire. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let me let this shit keep going, dog.
You ain't got no worries. And it damn near if you're not able to manage your mind right, that you see why I understand why some of these people, these celebrities and stuff, they end up going crazy because.
And I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Sometimes that's why, like, I drink a lot now. You know what I'm saying? And I noticed that, like, because I be feeling like I gotta escape. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I drink. You know what I'm saying? Like, before, like I said, I admitted to y'all, it was definitely going through depression with the whole, my kids and shit like that. Me and my baby mom breaking up, not seeing the kids and shit. And, just not being around. You know what I'm saying? That shit kind of threw me into depression and shit. But not only that, just escaping this fucking matrix as well. Like, damn, bro, like, this shit is crazy, dog. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But, you got to keep, so I drink a lot to escape it. You know what I'm saying? Because if I sit here in a sober mind and think about that shit all day, I'm going to probably go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand that motherfuckers be fake. Motherfuckers don't really be fucking with you like that. And shit just be too weird for me. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I drink. I drink to escape the matrix. And then when you notice about a lot of a lot of people who were into these kind of things of telling the truth about shit, you notice that the more and more that they got into, the deeper they were going into searching for the truth, it's not like the worst that they started looking, but they kind of let themselves go. You know what I'm saying? They stopped shaving. I remember watching Steve Coakley, when he first started, he'll get dressed up and shit like that. Towards the latter years of Steve Coakley's life, the nigga looked homeless. You know what I'm saying? But he probably wasn't homeless. But that's how much he let go of this. I don't know what to call it right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no fucking college expert or no shit like that. So sometimes I don't have the words for it, but he just looked totally different. He looked like he gave up on life. You know what I'm saying? But he still was kicking that fire though. You know what I'm saying? Like Steve Coakley was still digging in niggas' chest at the end of the day. But he just looked like, his appearance wise, he looked like he let go. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing I try not to do. I try not to let myself go, but so my escape is drinking. You know what I'm saying? I gotta drink. You know what I'm saying? I gotta I get out of work. I gotta have me a drink. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. You know what I mean? So I go start feeling good. You know what I'm saying? And I could reprogram my brain to be able to do this shit all over again. You know what I'm saying? Of giving me a reason why I'm gonna be doing this shit again the next day or whenever the fuck the next time is. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, bro, I'm trying to hit a lick, bro. I need to hit 100,000, couple 100,000. And let's just say this too. Let's just say this too. Even if, never mind. No, I ain't gonna get into that. I'll save that kind of talk for a different video because I'm going too long on this shit that they talking about.
They too aware of everything that's going on behind the curtain.
Oh, that's why they be having the mental breakdowns because they see shit
it,
behind the scenes.
Yeah, exactly. They in too deep.
It's probably too the feeling of wanting to do something right, but not being able to get enough people or have enough resources to really make some shit shake. Where it's like, damn, I know this is going on. This is the furthest extent that I can go to help, and that's not even putting a chink in the armor because it's been built for so long. Where that shit probably drive people crazy.
Especially when you know that there's more people. Like, I'm telling you, bro, that shit be crazy. But especially when you know there's more people than there are people in government, and nobody wants to do shit about it. Like, bro, I believe in ancient Americans so much, dog, so much. But ancient Americans, I mean, I think there are a lot of us, but there's too many niggas that don't believe. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't believe. You know what I mean? And that's not only just ancient Americans, dog. This is Caucasian Americans, European Americans, Latino Americans. A lot of people don't believe that they're comfortable in where they at and letting this system just do us dirty, do us wrong, do us filthy, do whatever the fuck they want to do, and then trick off our fucking money on other countries and shit like that. Like, dog, you're cool with these niggas sending billions of dollars to another country, but they can't fix the road on your goddamn street. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you're cool with motherfucking these niggas sending billions of dollars and millions of dollars to goddamn Israel and shit like that, but they can't do nothing to get motherfuckers more money at their jobs and shit, complaining about overtime and labor and all this dumbass shit. You know what I'm saying? They taking your tax dollars and just fucking off and tricking that shit off at the end of the day, and you don't have no fucking problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, all this shit is documented. Tell like this TV, I don't get up here and say nothing that I cannot prove and that you can't look up your goddamn self. You go look at this government shutdown or what the fuck they actually shutting this shit down for. I don't give a fuck what they telling you on TV. There's going to be money. And like I said, both parties is in on the shit, okay? There's going to be money going to places that you're like, what? 5 million here, 5 million there, 2 million here, 100,000 there. What is, for what? You know what I'm saying? What is all this shit for? You know what I'm saying? Nothing. Absolutely nothing to do with the American people, dog. Nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? And this shit is mind-blowing. You know what I mean? So sometimes I just revert from having these kind of conversations because I get frustrated and I just be like, you know what, man? Some people ain't gonna wake up, dog. I mean, it is what it is. You'll have a conversation. Oh man, it's the Democrats, man. The Democrats is the reason why the government shut down. Like, to a certain degree, yes, because they probably got some bullshit in the bill that they want passed on their behalf, so they can tell their voters, "Hey, we got this done." And the Republicans want to stand on some business about some shit. Yeah, we stopped the Democrats from doing this. So both parties in it, but they both got shit that they agree on that they're fucking tricking the money off to. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, this shit is a game, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, yo, man, let me just get my money, dog, and you know what I'm saying? I'll leave y'all niggas alone. I'm gonna be dead ass honest, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, I hit a lick, dog. I hit the Mega Millions and some shit like that. I don't even think I do videos on politics anymore, dog. I would just focus on sports and maybe relationships or some shit like that. Other than that, dog, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I'll leave y'all niggas alone and let y'all niggas fuck the game up. You know what I'm saying? And let y'all raw dog the American people, man. I ain't gonna, tell like that fucked up. You a sellout, nigga. Well, fuck it then. You know what I'm saying? Because most of you niggas ain't gonna wake up any fucking way. You niggas ain't gonna wake up anyway, know what I'm saying? So fuck it then. I might as well sell out then, know what I'm saying? Nigga, call me the Illuminati, nigga. I'm joking, of course. I'm joking, know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Most High, know what I'm saying? But anyway.
It could be all so simple. We could just end it like this if we really wanted to.
But you know what I mean? It's simple, but it's not easy.
I just think it forces you to question too much. You question almost everything in existence.
You got to, because almost everything in existence, they fucking lied about.
I know, that's what I'm saying. But when you
But I'm gonna be honest with you though, that's where I don't get in. I don't get into too much questioning. Some shit is just very simple and very basic, and you can, like, some things you do have to decode to a certain degree, but some things it's just very simple. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just very simple. All right. But anyway, let's come over here real quick. So this Marjorie Taylor Greene right here, okay? Her new stance on Trump and the Republican agenda probably won't last long. But I'll give her a point on this for now anyway, okay? So let's get into this video.
In Congress, we are a separate branch of the government.
So, fair accuse. So let's get into this.
How did we go from this to this? I'm not some sort of blind slave to the president, and I don't think anyone should be. I serve in Congress. We are a separate branch of the government, and I'm not elected by the president. I'm not elected by anyone that works in the White House. I'm elected by my district. That's who I work for.
Okay? Meaning that she works for the people, okay? And when she was up here campaigning for Donald Trump, okay? Now, like I said, this is not some Trump slander. Y'all know Trump, my boy. You know what I'm saying? That's my light-skinned nigga right there. You know what I mean? Now, do I agree with the homie sometimes? Yes, I agree with him. But is there times where I don't agree with the homie? Yes, there's absolutely times I do not agree with Donald Trump, okay? But that's my man's in them, though. You know what I mean? But anyway, she serves the people. So she up there thinking Donald Trump was going to do all this shit and do all that and release the Epstein files and blase, blah. You know what I'm saying? And then when Donald Trump ain't been able to do some of this shit that has been promised on these campaigns, the people are looking at Marjorie Taylor Greene like, yeah, you've been campaigning for this nigga, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you've been campaigning wearing MAGA hats and shit for this nigga. Where the shit at? Why my bills going up? You know what I'm saying? What's going on with this? What's going on with that? Well, I thought Trump was gonna make everything right. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was Jesus. I thought he was Jesus Christ out here. You know what I'm saying? What happened, Majority? You know what I'm saying? What happened? We need answers. You know what I mean? And she probably couldn't get no answers. She probably was getting sent off. You know what I'm saying? Being flicked away and shit. You know what I'm saying? And like they say, hell have no fury like a woman scorned, know what I'm saying? So Marjorie Taylor Greene is definitely a woman scorned by the Trump administration. We just got to tell like it is. Fuck all that. But in that, Does that mean that she's lying on this man? I don't believe so. You know what I'm saying? And some of the stuff that I've seen so far. But anyway, let's get into this.
And I got elected without the president's endorsement. And, I think that has served me really well. Mega MAGA loyalist Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene has once again broken from her own party. Kind of a new trend. In an ongoing standoff over the government shutdown that most Republicans have repeatedly called a Democrat shutdown, MTG has actually sided with Democrats in calling for an extension of the Affordable Care Act subsidies and been very critical of the shutdown.
Now, I told y'all about Marjorie Taylor Greene, especially when it came down to her support for the Ukraine. And this is why I say, bro, y'all niggas don't believe in Black Jesus, dog. You go on my BitChute page. Years ago, I told y'all this woman she was with the whole Ukrainian war situation. Why was she with that? Because she had stocks within the defense weapons and shit like that. So therefore, the shit that they were making it and sending it over there and spending all this money, she was getting kickbacks from all that shit because she had stocks in it. Know what I'm saying? So of course she up there Putin the bad guy, Putin the bad guy, because for her it's beneficial because at the end of the day she's gonna get money. So she agreed with the Democrats. But when I was pointing that shit out, you weird ass niggas that's on your knees for Donald Trump and the Republicans all fucking day. Oh, you nigger, you dumb monkey. You know what I'm saying? You don't know Marjorie Taylor Greene. You just don't like her because she's a white woman in power, and you're probably a racist, right? Now all of y'all running around here talking about Marjorie Taylor Greene a fraud. She a traitor, right? Now she a traitor. All right? You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, y'all get off your knees for these people, man. These people don't give a fuck about y'all. They don't give a fuck about y'all. You know what I'm saying? But anyway.
I don't see why the government needs to be shut down. I really don't. I believe that if Republicans learn to govern and wield power, they can use the nuclear option in the Senate. They can open up the government. We can get back to work for the American people, and Republicans can solve this problem. Now, in a long post on X, she also said the following, quote, "When the tax credits expire this year, my own children's insurance premiums for 2026 are going to double, along with all the wonderful families and the hardworking people in my district. Not a single Republican leadership talked to us about this or has given us a plan to help Americans." End quote. Like I said.
Oh, no, because they're giving all the money to Israel. See Donald Trump over there in Israel and shit like that, getting on his knees for goddamn, what's it, BB in them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump up there, listen, man, that shit is hella disappointing, dog. This nigga got out here, dog, did all this America first shit, dog, and this nigga is on his knees for BB. You know what I'm saying? BB running shit out here, dog. BB is the man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna sit up here and hold you. You know what I'm saying? BB the president, allegedly. BB the president. You know what I'm saying? We don't even need to ask Donald Trump for shit. We need to go to see BB. You know what I'm saying? Because BB, I don't know. BB must got them files or something. You know what I'm saying? Because Trump over there he seemed like he over there campaigning for them folks over there. You know what I'm saying? But anyway.
This is actually not the first time she has publicly spoken about the Trump administration. It really spoke with them. Remember, she zeroed in on the DOJ's handling of the Epstein files, and she was not happy.
The truth needs to come out, and the government holds the truth. The cases that are sealed hold the truth. Jeffrey Epstein's estate holds the truth. The FBI, the DOJ, and the CIA holds the truth. And the truth we are demanding come out.
Yeah, that was...
Okay, and listen, y'all. And this is why, like I said, I like Trump, but sometimes Trump can say shit, and he put himself in the meat grinder. You campaign about these files coming out. Now your ass in office, and we like, yo, fam, let's get it. Motherfuckers out here trafficking children. They doing sexual acts and shit to women and men, and they doing diabolical shit and shit like that. Yeah, man, get all these motherfuckers up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Get them all up out of here. Every politician, every athlete, every entertainer, every musician, get them all out, clean them all up. You know what I'm saying? Pack all their ass up out of here. You know what I'm saying? You don't release them files. And then when they ask you about releasing them files, you get mad at the reporter. Well, wait, but your secretary was the one who said that these shits was coming out. You know what I'm saying? And I forgot what tragedy, something happened. I think it was like a hurricane or a tornado or whatever. I don't know. Maybe it could have been even a Charlie Kirk situation, but he totally blew the shit off. You know what I'm saying? Totally blew it off. And at that moment, I was like, oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, all hell about to break loose now, because everybody has been waiting for this nigga to get in office so we can clean the streets up. I thought we was draining the swamp and all this whole other shit. That's what it don't look like to me, not when you hide in them files. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And I do respect Marjorie Taylor Greene for doing this shit at the end of the day. She's standing on business. Now, damn, turn like this TV, that's crazy. You used to talk wild shit about this bitch. Yeah, I used to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I used to. But like I said, I can agree with somebody when they telling it like it is. Fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I might not agree with this person all the time, but when they write about something, I gotta stand on that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna stand with them. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what political party they are part of. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stand with them. You know what I'm saying? That's bogus for Trump not to release them files for all the people that was campaigning for his ass. You know what I'm saying? Now you got these motherfuckers looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? But anyway.
Marjorie Taylor Greene. And back in June, she denounced Trump's decision to attack Iran's nuclear facilities, again posting on X, quote, "It feels like a complete bait and switch to please the beacons, the warmongers, military industrial complex contracts, and neocon TV personalities that MAGA hates and who were never Trumpers." End tweet. I mean, this for me is a wow. Here we are with the cracks growing between ex-Trump super loyalist Marjorie Taylor Greene. She called Trump, she was his biggest fan in Congress, and the GOP. So the question is,
now, what's funny, too, is because maybe Marjorie Taylor Greene, maybe, like I said, she got plucked away from the administration. So when she got plucked away like that, they sent her all. They gave her a pat on the head. She thought she was going to get a place in the administration and shit. She was doing all this carrying guns and MAGA hat wearing and shit like that. And motherfucking waving her finger and shit at Democrats and all this whole crazy shit she was out here doing, right? And Trump got his ass in there and treated her like a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Trump and them boys treated her like a hoe, you know what I'm saying? Just cast her off to the side, you know what I'm saying? Just blew her back out and cast her to the side real quick, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm cool and shit. The fuck you mean you cool? You wasn't saying that last night. Yeah, I'm cool and shit, you know what I'm saying? I thought we had something. I thought you was going to make me a part of, put me in your cabin. You know what I'm saying? I thought you was going to make me the press secretary. You know what I'm saying? It didn't work like that. You know what I'm saying? It didn't work like that. So a part of her bitterness, or maybe the straw that broke the camel's back and that woke her ass the fuck up at the end of the day, because apparently woke culture is something that's something bad and shit according to Republicans, but y'all niggas done stole that shit from niggas and put a weird spin on the shit. And these agendas that y'all don't put on woke, because woke means just you're aware, you know what I'm saying? It don't mean LGBT rights and all this weird shit that they done spun on shit, you know what I'm saying? The psyop that they done stole woke from some shit niggas was out here saying and shit, like, that was just for us to stay on point, stay woke, you know what I'm saying? When we letting the government out here on bullshit, stay woke, you know what I'm saying? But these folk done got out here and stole the shit. But anyway, Marjorie Taylor Greene, now she part of the woke community. The same community she was talking about was so bad and this, that, and the third. She done jumped her ass and she done woke her ass up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
what could they break on next? Could healthcare actually be the thing that causes a real rift, a true break?
All right, but anyway, let me come through here and shit, because I don't want to make this video a little bit too long. All right. Let's get into Stu Peters real quick.
Are the Christian
Oh, let me see how.
and Muslim Palestinians in Gaza, are they all safe now? Are they all protected? Because,
No, that's a video. Actually,
there's
that's
a ceasefire, right?
That's a video I'm gonna
the
do
same
on
time,
something else,
the
because
relentless
that
bombing
video is not
of
going on
the
YouTube, by the way.
Palestinian
You know what I'm saying?
people.
That video will not be going on
At the
YouTube.
same time, the relentless
This particular Stu Peters video that I'm gonna do with him talking about the Muslims and the Christians, because I'm gonna really point to y'all niggas who's really behind that shit, okay? With these wars that y'all see going on every fucking time, they fund both sides of the fucking war, okay? So I'm gonna do a video on that, but it's not going on YouTube. That video cannot go on YouTube. That will be going on the BitChute page. That will be one of the videos that I upload. I don't really upload there no more like that because there's way too many hardcore far-right Republicans over there, and y'all niggas just hella weird. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hella weird. Y'all still running around this bitch talking about trust the plan and Q and draining the swamp and all this dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Hillary Clinton going to jail. Joe Biden, he really got executed. He ain't got cancer. He got executed. All right, sir. You know what I'm saying? All right, sir. All right. So y'all still running around here believing in this shit. So, you know, but that particular video, I'm bringing that to BitChute, though. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna connect the dots on that one. But anyway, here's some more Marjorie Taylor Greene right here.
At the same time, the relentless bombing of the Palestinian people, and many of them have been just innocent people. They're
All right. Now, she's right. She's right. She is 100% fucking right, okay? Now, could this be because Donald Trump is in so much support of Israel and she knows it? Did she find that out? I don't know. Is she bitter because she wasn't a part of the cabinet, wasn't a part of the administration, and Trump used her like a $2 hoe? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know. But for her to make this turn, you know what I'm saying? I will say that she's right about this whole shit going on with the Israel and Hamas situation. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're bombing innocent women and children, bro, that ain't got nothing to do with the group of people that y'all claim did some foul shit to y'all. You go execute and find the group. You don't start bombing hospitals and schools and shit like that. It wasn't no school kids that did this shit that y'all talking about happen to y'all on October 7th. That had nothing to do with innocent people. You know what I'm saying? And that's the shit that I can't support. But as far as that being an issue in America, that's where I have the problem at. That's not an American issue. I'm sorry. It's not. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be 100 with y'all. There's way more shit happening in this fucking country right now that needs to be getting taken care of before I could think about supporting some shit going on in another country. I'm sorry. I can't do it because no other country will feel bad for us if America got flipped upside down on its head. No country is going to be out here in other countries talking about, man, free America. Man, we need to get back America to be great again. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody going to be saying all that. They're going to be cheering about this bitch. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be like, that's their problem. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. So like I said, that's the only shit I don't like. I don't like the fact that we always worrying about what the fuck is going on in another country. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. America need to worry about their own shit. Clean your own fucking backyard, nigga. Clean your own fucking closet. Long before you get out here trying to dictate what the fuck is going on in somebody else's country, dog. I can't get with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, tell me you don't understand because military did it, military that, and operations and this. I don't give a fuck, dog. I don't care. I don't care. How about that? I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Other than that, then don't get out here campaigning to us, talking about how you going to do this and you going to do that and you going to do this. And then when your ass get in office, now you doing shit for another country. I don't want to hear that shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear it. You better put on your campaign shit and they better start making segments. We got to do this because if we don't do this, then this is going to happen. Put that shit in your campaign speech. Don't get out here talking about we're here for the American people and American people need this and American people need justice and American people need a democracy and American people need a republic and American people and then your ass get in office and you giving democracy elsewhere. You're giving the republic elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear that shit, man. Y'all can fool all these other motherfuckers with that shit. Y'all ain't fool Tell Like It Is TV and nobody over here on my channel with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
not Hamas. They're literally women and children, and you can't unsee the amount of pictures and videos of children that have been blown to pieces and are they're finding them dead in the rubble. That isn't, those aren't actors. That isn't fake war propaganda. It's very real, and I think that is equally horrific.
I want to see an end to it, and I think most Americans do.
All right. And is this a reason why Donald Trump allegedly got out here and got the deal done? I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure. But the one thing I can respect about what Majority Taylor Greene is doing is that she's low-key kind of going against the grain. You know what I'm saying? And I can respect that. You know what I'm saying? Because she's literally going against her own party to step out there and say that, because all them niggas is on their knees for BB and them. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be honest. Even Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? Even Trump. Okay. At least from what I've been seeing. I don't know. You know, behind the scenes it might be something different. I don't know. But with these people, dog, like I said, they trying to habitual line step, dog. You know what I'm saying? They've been bombing here. They've been starting these wars here, and low key, them folks been trying to take over this, take over that. They've been listen. That place that they're at right now is not some place that's been there for thousands of years. It's not. It just got fun. It just became a state or a country 80 years ago or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And they've been getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, come on, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now this shit that's going on, like, people are seeing this shit like, damn, okay, let's say it's true. Hamas went in there and sliced off these special people's heads and shit like that, right? They was beheading people and shit like that. Is that justified to go bomb on kids? Is that justified to bomb on innocent people? Or are you going to go find the group? You know what I'm saying? And like I said, at the end of the day, I just think a lot of that shit is bullshit at the end of the day. I'm going to keep it a dollar bean, but I just think it's wrong, though, when you're bombing some innocent people. That shit should have already been finished with. It should have never happened. You know what I'm saying? That's number one. It should have never happened. You know what I mean? But like I said, my main thing is I'm not from Palestine, okay? And ain't nobody, especially, y'all ain't about to come over. And then, like I said, when the shit was going down, motherfucker was looking at the ancient American community like we was supposed to be the poster boy for free Palestine. Like, nigga, I ain't, listen, respectfully, you know what I'm saying? Respectfully, ancient Americans, we got to worry about getting our fucking land back. That's number one. You know what I'm saying? Getting reparations and shit like that that's owed to us in this goddamn land that they done came over here and stole. I ain't got time for what's going on in Palestine. Respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, I say that. You know what I'm saying? But every time somebody get in some shit, black folks always got to get, I don't mind, my bad. Ancient Americans, we got to be the ones to be the poster boys and be the front line and be the whooping boy to spearhead some shit. I'm cool with that shit. And every ancient American should not be standing with nothing that ain't got nothing to do with us. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? This shit going on with ICE and them deporting niggas and shit like that, that's very unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? Very unfortunate. But that shit ain't got nothing to do with us, and y'all niggas ain't gonna be out here making us feel bad for that shit neither. You know what I'm saying? Why the black people ain't out here helping us out? We fought with y'all, this, that. No, y'all didn't. No, y'all didn't. Don't even get up here and lie. You know what I'm saying? Niggas getting their head beat in, niggas getting moved off of jobs and shit like that. Motherfuckers ain't out here, man, the blacks, man. We gotta have some black people working here, man. Y'all be the ones that be the first niggas, y'all want niggas up out of there. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't listen, man. Ancient America, this ain't our time to be worrying about nobody else's shit. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. We got to be focused on getting this land back. You know what I'm saying? On getting the truth back out here. You know what I'm saying? Got niggas thinking that niggas was out here, came from Africa and shit like that, dog. That shit is amazing to me. You know what I'm saying? Anyway.
And I'm so disgusted with Washington, D.C. I hate politics. The two-party system is extremely broken. It is failing all of us. And when I look at, here goes another $100 billion to Ukraine or $30 billion to Israel, but yet nobody can afford health insurance premiums. And then I'm getting yelled at by Republican colleagues for saying that out loud.
Okay. Now think how crazy that is, right? You can give $100 billion. Like I said, Majority Taylor Greene was in support of that. So this is why, I would need a little bit more context to see if she actually admitted that she was in support of that, or why her decisions to, damn, hold up, we are giving this money to this, and now, but the people in my district are struggling to fucking, their main complaint is healthcare and premiums and shit like that, right? And you know what's crazy about this country? Nigga, you will be taxed if you don't have fucking healthcare, dog. It is fucking ridiculous. Nigga, if you go a whole year, okay, just think about this shit, dog. They will give $100 billion to the Ukraine. $100 billion to Israel. This is places nowhere near America, okay? But nigga, if your ass been working all year, you ain't suffered no injury, okay? You been busting your ass, paying your taxes. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you gonna owe taxes at the end of the year. Why? Because you ain't signed up for health care. You can't make this shit up, dog. I swear to God, this shit is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It is bullshit. It makes zero fucking sense. You know what I'm saying? Now, you can't make it make sense. In my personal opinion, you can't make this shit make sense. You can take my tax money and go fuck off my tax money at the end of the day. But I'm gonna owe y'all bread if I don't decide not to, I don't need to be paying health insurance. I'm perfectly healthy. Nothing's wrong with me. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna owe y'all bread, but y'all take my money and do what the fuck y'all want to do. Y'all niggas owe me bread. I didn't support the shit y'all had going out, sending all that money to the Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? I ain't support the shit y'all out here sending all this money to Israel. I ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? I need some of my money back, fam. You know what I'm saying? Shit is crazy. I didn't ask for $10 million to go to this fucking museum somewhere in goddamn the Middle East. I ain't asked for that. You know what I'm saying? The fuck is y'all doing out here? You know what I'm saying? But a nigga ain't got no health insurance and shit for a whole year and perfectly healthy and shit. Yeah, fam, we had to make a heavy deduction out your taxes and shit because you wasn't on health care. Like, that shit is mind-boggling. You know what I'm saying? Mind-boggling, dog. I know a few people like that, and I went through that a year ago. You know what I'm saying? A couple years ago. 2 years in a row, actually. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking mind-boggling, dog. Like, what? Like, whoa, what? You could be getting the max taken out your check. You know what I'm saying? I got, like, me personally, I set it up for the max. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all niggas to take everything y'all need to take. You know what I'm saying? Take it all. I don't claim one, none of that. No. Take all y'all money, so therefore I ain't got to worry about owing y'all niggas shit. This is why that shit makes me hot. You know what I'm saying? It's a personal reason for me. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit blew my fucking mind. I'm like, wait a minute. These niggas sending all this money here, all this money there, all money here, money here, money here. When you look at these bills, you see where they sending the money at. And then you go, yo, so because I ain't have no fucking health insurance, dog, I owe y'all niggas bread? Y'all been getting taxes for me all year. All year. I'm paying every time I go to the store and buy some shit, it's a plus tax. But somehow, some way, I owe y'all bread. I owe the government bread. You know what I'm saying? But y'all can take my money and go send it off. I didn't ask for that. I didn't pay taxes so y'all can go fuck this money off. You know what I'm saying? The state Massachusetts, y'all running around here giving all the illegal aliens all this money. You know what I'm saying? That fucking screw job and goddamn that governor that we got in Massachusetts took all our tax dollars and fucked off with it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. I ain't asked for that, but I owe the state money? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's fucking crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? But anyway. But Marjorie Taylor Greene was a part of that whole wanting to send money to the Ukraine. But I don't know when her wake-up call was, but she got woke, okay? She got woke. I don't know if, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But she got woke. That's all I'm going to say, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's because Trump and the boys treat her like a $3 hoe. I think some of that has to do with that, you know what I'm saying? Some of that might have to do with that. I don't know if, somebody out there in Georgia done hit her with that wood, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if somebody in Georgia hit her with that wood real quick, got Marjorie Taylor Greene seeing the light, you know what I'm saying? But she's right, you know what I'm saying? As much as y'all MAGA supporters, like I said, I don't like to get up here and act like I'm beating up on Donald Trump and shit like that. That's my nigga right there. No, that's my light-skinned nigga right there. Straight up, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. That's my nigga right there. But, Some shit, it is what it is, dog. We just gotta tell it like it is, man. If your man's is walking around with a booger in his nose, you gonna let your man walk around with a booger in it? If your man is walking around musty, you gonna let your man walk around musty? Like, nigga, look, man, I don't agree. I don't know if you showered or something today. I don't agree with that. I take showers every day, but maybe you don't. You know what I'm saying? Cool, whatever. But fam, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, nigga, take some of this speed stick real quick, fam. You a little musty under them arms, fam. You can tell your man's that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna let somebody I know or fuck with walk around looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, but that's me, though. You know what I'm saying? Everybody not like that. A motherfucker be cool with you, and nigga let you walk around musty than the motherfucker, and then be talking about your ass with some other niggas. Yeah, man, that nigga was hella musty, dog. Like, damn, nigga, you couldn't tell the nigga and shit? Like, god damn. Nigga had the boogers all in his nose. Nigga be looking at you conversating. Minute you turn around, niggas talking shit about your ass. So that's how I am with Donald Trump. I fuck with Donald Trump, but come on, Trump, fam. You know what I'm saying? Come on, fam. You know what I mean? But anyway.
I'm like, this is insane. And I'm so disgusted with Washington, D.C. I hate politics. The two-party system is extreme.
Democrats, under the Biden administration, passed $7.5 billion in spending to build 500,000 electric vehicle charging stations all over the country, whether Americans wanted them or not. But only 8 of these electric vehicle charging stations even got built. I think that should have been in your top 25 list, because where's that money? Honestly, where is that money? That's a great question.
Now that's crazy. That's crazy.
Under the Biden administration, passed $7.5 billion in spending to build 500,000 electric vehicle charging stations.
Okay. $7 billion, okay, to build 500,000. So they, remember, when Biden ass got in there, remember, he was, you know, electric vehicle, electric this, electric that, electric this, electric that, right? Spending up all this money, fucking the tax dollars off. This is the shit I be talking about. You know what I'm saying? Fucking the tax dollars off. You know what I'm saying? Niggas only built eight new fucking charging stations. Where that bread at? Somebody need to be under the jail right now. Okay? Y'all running around here ready to shut off niggas' bank accounts for $500. You know what I'm saying? But y'all ain't got shit to... This nigga, everybody involved with that shit should be in jail right now. Shit should be a super investigation on that shit. But ain't shit gonna happen out the deal, dog. Ain't nothing gonna happen out the deal. These people gonna get rich. They done got the bag. And they like, fuck the American people, dog. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I be feeling like that sometimes. Like, man, look, bro, just let me hit a lick, dog. I'm done with this shit. Because at the end of the day, it is what it is. This shit is all a fucking game, man. It's really all a game, man. That's why I just be like, man, it is what it is, dog. Let me hit a Powerball or something, you know what I'm saying? I go fucking live in the middle of the woods or something like Thanos or some shit like that, dog. I'm cool with this shit, dog. I swear to God, you know what I'm saying? I go build me a house in the middle of the woods with the most motherfucking the flyest motherfucking cabin you ever seen, you know what I'm saying? And get me a goddamn, long as I can get some internet, you know what I'm saying? I can watch my football games and basketball games, sports and boxing and shit like that. And play some goddamn P5, some 2K, Call of Duty and shit. I'm good, dog. Y'all niggas would never hear from me again. I swear to God. I swear to God. You know what I'm saying? On daddy and them. You know what I'm saying? I swear to God, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shit, it don't make no fucking sense. It makes 0 sense. Like, somebody should be under the jail. What are we having a committee for? For fraud and abuse? Like, what are we doing? There's no need to even do that. Somebody need to be in handcuffs right now. Like, it should have been breaking news. The whole Biden administration is going to prison for fraud and theft over 250,000. Know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? Know what I'm saying? If a nigga go to Walmart right now and steal and strong arm a PS5 right now, his ass is going to jail. There is no, we need to see if he actually paid for it or if he actually if he actually did steal it, was it really him? Did he really have knowledge that he was stealing a PS5 from Walmart? No, nigga is going to jail with a larceny charge over $250. You know what I'm saying? Over $500. Well, matter of fact, over $500 because at the end of, and if I'm not mistaken, that's a fucking federal charge at that point. You see what I'm saying? But these motherfuckers in government, dog, can fuck off $7 billion and nobody's in jail? Don't make no sense to me. That shit don't make no sense to me.
All over the country, whether Americans... Everyone.
Listen, fam, it should have been a goddamn electrical vehicle charging station on every block with that type of bread, fam. Nigga, it should have been an electrical charging spot at every block. Like, every at least 2-3 blocks, it should have been you can charge your electric vehicle here. You charge it here, charge it there. Oh, yeah, we ran out of gas here. Or we ran out of electricity here. We can charge it there, charge it there, charge it there. You know what I'm saying? It should have been one on every 3 blocks, bro. Ain't no way. And I don't understand how a motherfucker can get away with that shit. That's the shit that mind boggles me. Like, damn, that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But anyway. So this is Marjorie Taylor Greene going in on the Epstein files, okay? And she's right. She's right. Like I said, I don't agree with a lot of shit Marjorie Taylor... Well, I agree with some things that she used to say, but there was a lot of things I didn't agree that she says. I thought she was, frauding. You know what I'm saying? For sure. I definitely thought she was frauding, even though she was in support of Donald Trump like I was. But I did think that it was something about her that just cannot be trusted. You know what I'm saying? Especially... when it came down to some race shit she had did, and that's what really kind of turned me off about her. Like, damn. Oh yeah. When she had that whole thing, yeah. When she had that whole thing about the Republicans going to like HBCUs and they invited some ancient Americans. They invited some ancient Americans to these Republican conventions, and she was wondering why they was doing that. Like what? Like, bitch, first of all, you even know your history about the Republican Party? Like, bitch, for real, if we're going to be technical and shit, and that's why they don't like us talking shit, because if we really start talking shit for real, it's like, nigga, y'all niggas act like y'all niggas created the Republican Party or something. Like, y'all didn't. Y'all created America. Y'all didn't. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas done pillaged and stole everything. Everything? Nigga, everything. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, what we talking about? But anyway. So, yeah, that's the shit that pissed me off with Marjorie Taylor Greene. Like, bitch, like, first of all, it's dumb as fuck to do that because you're going to need niggas to vote for your ass. You know what I'm saying? You're going to need it. You got niggas in your community. You're going to need these folks you're going to need black support to get your boy Donald Trump to get his ass in office. You're going to need that. So, for you to do the dumb shit, that's why the nigga lost in 2020. I mean... allegedly lost, because y'all know how I feel about that shit. But I do believe that a lot of niggas did vote for Biden, though, because a lot of niggas was brainwashed. It is what it is, but, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Trump would have had more nigga support at the end of the day had he at least not alienated, nigga nation. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? And this time around, he didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? He brought niggas on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, but he didn't alienate that. You know what I'm saying? They brought in a lot of black conservatives and things like that. So they didn't alienate it this time. But Marjorie Taylor Greene, the shit she did, yeah, that shit had me hot. Yeah, that shit had me hot. I couldn't believe. I was like, that has to be the dumbest shit this bitch done ever said, probably in the history of her whole political game. You need everybody. All white motherfuckers not gonna be able to get the job done. It's not gonna happen. You're gonna need groups of people to fucking help get this man, push him over the top. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna need that. You know what I mean? And that's what we've seen happen with this election. He got support not only from Caucasians, he's gonna get that regardless, but he got it from the black community, got it from the Latinos and other communities and shit like that. He's gonna need that. And you don't want to alienate that, because all you're going to do is hurt his chances. You know what I'm saying? And this bitch might have cost that nigga the 2020 election. I ain't going to sit up and hold you. But anyway, she's right, though, on the shit she's been saying recently. So let's get into this.
Everyone that voted for Trump Vance, everyone was like, release the Epstein files.
Right.
This is not even an argument. It's not even debatable. It's not being a traitor to the president to sign my name on a Thomas Massey discharge petition to release the Epstein files. No. I am staying true to what we've always said. There needs to be transparency. But the things that have shocked me this past week, and I was thinking about it this morning, I was like, I've been here in Washington all week, and I've been at my office, I've been in the Capitol. There's two things I couldn't find this week. I couldn't find anywhere the Epstein files, and I also couldn't find the Republican plan to fix the absolutely destroyed health insurance industry that got wiped out in 2015 with Obamacare.
Yeah.
Like, those are the two things I can't find. And when Republicans, and I'm criticizing also Congress big time, I'm really grateful to a lot of the things the president is doing, but I'm really upset with the direction Congress is going.
Now, let me say this real quick. And I said this about Candace Owens in the last video that I did, and I know y'all seen it. And I swear to God, I think Candace Owens seen my video. I'm gonna be dead ass honest about that, because her tune on how she started talking about, I'm taking out life insurance and life policy on my life, because I'm telling you, when you start fucking around with these people, dog. Now, for Candace, she might be a little bit safer, because if something was to happen to Candace, it's like, it's the whole aspect of she's melanated, okay? We just got fuck all that. We got to tell like it is. She's a Caribbean melanated. She's not an ancient American though, but she's a Caribbean American, okay? So, that's not going to boil over well, even with niggas that don't like Candace Owens. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to boil if something was to happen to her. Marjorie Taylor Greene, listen, white folks kill white folks, dog. It is what it is. Y'all seen what happened with Charlie Kirk? Y'all seen what happened to Charlie Kirk? Listen, bro, they don't play no games, dog. You know what I'm saying? And a motherfucker like what she's doing, she's playing a very dangerous game, okay? She's playing a very dangerous game. Now, I hope she better be protected by the Most High, because I'm going to tell you right now, she out here attacking these folks and shit like that, dog. They can come for a bitch like Marjorie. It's fair game with her. Oh, it's fair game. Because white folk going to take out white folks. That's what they going to do. Straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? It's going to happen like that. You know what I'm saying? And you be here today and motherfucker be gone tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? That's how that shit go. JFK. Think about any popular leaders. That shit wasn't done by, it wasn't no niggas that was doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? JFK got taken out. Another Caucasian man. What was his name? Charlie Kirk. We just used Charlie Kirk for recently. You know what I'm saying? He got taken out by another white man. Matter of fact, I honestly think the nigga got taken out by his own people. That's what I personally think. And I'm standing on that. And I've been standing on that shit the whole time. And the truth been coming out. Oh my God, the truth. Oh, I got a video for y'all niggas, dog. Ooh, I got a video for y'all niggas, dog. I told y'all niggas Charlie Kirk got taken out by his own people, or the shit was staged, or the nigga never died, okay? It's one of the two, you know what I'm saying? Either the shit was staged, or he really got taken out by his own fucking team, you know what I'm saying? But anyway.
When we are not doing anything to address the cost of living, we aren't doing anything about Blackstone buying up houses where most young people can't find a house and they're having to compete in bidding wars.
Right.
And we're not doing anything about health insurance premiums. Then for the love of God, what are we doing?
And she's right. She is right. And y'all know, listen, man, I used to get up here and tear a hole in the goddamn Marjorie Taylor Greene. Straight up, you know what I'm saying? Straight up and down, dog. We get up in here, dog, breathe fire on that bitch. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I mean? But she's right. She's totally right. She's totally right. 100% right. Ain't nothing to debate about that. You want to put all this money here. You campaigned on this. You campaigned on that. You get in office. You don't do this. You don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now you got me looking crazy because the people in my district are looking like, yo, you told us we was going to be good. What's going on with your mans in them? You know what I'm saying? And like I said, what I personally think is Trump administration flicked her ass off. Like, yo, watch out real quick. yo, get up off me and shit. You know what I mean? Like you flick off a fly or you trying to eat and the fly coming around the burger and shit on your bun. You like, yo, watch out, man. Goddamn. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to eat. Like that's how the Trump administration. That's how they did Marjorie Taylor Greene. That's why I think she out here salty like this. Oh, I'm gonna really tell the American people what's really going on. Yeah, because y'all not really making either that or she really woke up to this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Marjorie Taylor Greene. But yeah, the MAGA extremes is not happy with Marjorie Taylor Greene. No, they not. No, they not. You know what I'm saying? And she out here talking about sending money to Israel. Oh shit. Oh shit. BB gonna be he gonna be upset with that. Marjorie Taylor Greene gonna have to take a visit to Israel. You know what I'm saying? She gonna have to go kiss the wall and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she gonna have to kiss the wall, go see AIPAC and apologize 13 times. Y'all see her out here apologizing 13 times and shit. Y'all know they done gave her that message. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, keep this shit up. You ain't gonna have to worry about being in Congress. You ain't gonna have to worry about paying a bill ever in life. Trust that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, motherfucker get up here. And that's why I love when you hear some of these racists get out here, black on black crime, Chicago. Like, motherfucker, y'all niggas kill niggas within power. Like, what are y'all talking about? Like, y'all killing motherfuckers in government, presidents and shit. Like, what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. But anyway. Yeah, but she better be careful, though. You know what I'm saying? She better be careful. Yeah, she better be careful. You know what I'm saying? Because, she's I like it though. I like it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I like a female that's gonna stand on that shit. You know what I'm stand on that shit. You know what I'm saying? I like that. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of respect. She gained a lot of my respect with these recent, and it's nothing to be. It's not like she's like slandering. She just like, yo, why can't we get this shit done? Why? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? What's going on? What's the holdup? We got everything that they got everything they need. They got the Senate. They got everything. You know what I'm saying? So there's no reason why they can't be out here fucking stomping the yard right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell y'all niggas right now, Democrats get back in there and listen, dog. It's gonna be yo, the Democrats get back in there, dog. Listen, man. Yeah, shit gonna get crazy. You know what I'm saying? Shit is gonna get crazy. You know what I'm saying? So if you can, you gotta go ahead and strike while the iron's hot. You gotta just keep stacking the wins. And it looks like, the Republicans, to the most part, they got other agendas on their hand, man. The Trump administration got other agendas than the American people, dog. I know they're gonna give niggas videos and Trump is doing this and doing that and Trump signed the Gaza peace deal and all this other shit, which is, cool. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. Okay, he got it done. Okay, cool. Did he really get it done? I don't know. I don't stay over there. You know what I'm saying? Because we leave it up to the American media. Them niggas lying all the time. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But anyway.
As a conservative and as a business owner in the construction industry and as a realist, I can say we have to do something about labor, and that needs to be a smarter plan than just rounding up every single person and deporting them just like that.
All right. So, at the end of the day, as far as mass deportations, listen, a lot of y'all may not like this shit, but it is what it is. But I ain't got shit to do with that. All right? I ain't got nothing to do with that. If construction jobs and shit like that is out here suffering from labor at the end of the day, then y'all could be hiring niggas. Because listen, I tried to go for a few construction jobs before, and them niggas was turning me down. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? Now, I wish I was able to run into these people again. I'd be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? But the motherfuckers that they were having on the construction sites did not speak a lick of English, and had zero experience. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. But, now these jobs are available for ancient Americans to come through and make a decent living. You know what I'm saying? And actually make some great money. You know what I'm saying? I actually been offered a position. I don't know if I'm going to get it because, it just seemed too good to be true. You know what I'm saying? They paying a whole lot of money, and it just seemed too good to be true. I'm gonna try it out, see if I actually get the shit. It's almost like, for me, I'm looking at it like hitting the Powerball. Like, nigga, if I hit this shit, this game changer right here. Like, this is game changing shit. You know what I'm saying? But these jobs are opening up because of the mass deportations. People are leaving from one job to go get a better job because now the jobs that's open now, they're like, oh shit, I ain't have to work at this job. I'm gonna make this money doing this now. Okay, I'm gonna leave this. This person leaving that job, and so shit is opening up in different parts of like state and construction work, shit like that. So a lot of shit is actually freeing up. So like I said, man, this lady I was talking to, man, I still don't believe her, but like I said, I'm gonna see what happens. I'm gonna roll the dice. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna roll the dice. If I don't get it, it don't matter because I didn't think I was gonna get it any fucking way. But and I know, oh, that's not the way to think about it. Like, nigga, listen. The way this lady was talking, dog, they talking about like per hour? Like, bro, yeah. That shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? With no experience. Well, I got experience, but it's not experience within that field. And like sometimes you go for a job, you'll have experience. Like, for instance, right? I went to this one place. So I used to do like, stocking groceries and shit like that, or, working at a convenience store. And even at that, you got to stock. You know what I'm saying? So I went to this warehouse place. It was like a, small little company. And, all they did was pretty much pick and pack. You know what I'm saying? You just stacking shit, putting shit back when it comes off the load, and then picking orders and shit like that. Like, that's all shit I did at any job I normally was at. So I go there and I'm, like, yeah, well, it says based on experience. So based off experience, I shouldn't be getting like the minimum wage. Like, I should be getting this. Well, you ain't got no experience here. But see, I needed the job at the time. He said, oh, I'll think about it, da-da-da-da. And then, when he offered me the job, it was for minimum wage. And his bullshitted reason was, oh, well, you just don't have the experience here. It's like, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? Like what kind of so don't put the shit on I low-key felt like saying it. Then don't put that shit on the job then. You know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of shit is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I clearly had experience, nigga. Like, you see it on there, but because I didn't work for this company, like, it's the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Just a different company. You know what I mean? But anyway. But yeah, man. Shit is wild though, man.
Right. So, and I'm gonna get pushback on that, but I'm just living in reality from here on out.
Yeah.
And if anybody's mad at me for saying the truth, then I'm sorry.
I think she was getting ready to say if I'm taken out. You know what I'm saying? Let me wind that real quick, because that's what I think in her head. That's what she think could happen. You know what I'm saying? Because that's listen. She's a white lady, okay, and we got to be honest about this shit. You know what I'm saying? When white folks in these positions, dog, they get mowed down. You know what I'm saying? A nigga may not get mowed down. A nigga might get put out his spot. But these motherfuckers get mowed down at the end of the day. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? So, Majority Taylor Greene, I respect her position. I really do. And it's very brave and commendable, and I salute her. You know what I'm saying? Damn, Tell Like It Is TV is saluting Majority Taylor Greene. What the fuck is going on in the world? You know what I'm saying? That's right. Tell Like It Is TV is saluting Majority Taylor Greene. Shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to live in fucking reality. You know what I'm saying? You have to be out here talking to the fucking people, the everyday person, the working person. Maybe not so much of the homeless person, because, a lot of, I ain't gonna say a lot, but some homeless people are not looking to better themselves any fucking way. They're not. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? They can give you this sob story on how they trying to do this and try to do that, and you put these niggas in position, and they gonna do homeless type activities to get themselves fired so they can go back doing the same shit they were doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it kind of is what it is with some people. But when you living in reality, that's the best way you can do it, when you're in the world. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these motherfuckers that's politics, they ain't in the world. They just showing up at meetings and going home. You know what I'm saying? They ain't in the world. You know what I'm saying? They ain't have a conversation with folks and and hearing about folks' struggles at their jobs and having these kind of, they ain't doing all that. They watching TV, laid up, relaxing. Know what I'm saying? Talking about some kind of stocks and bonds. They ain't. People in Congress ain't dealing with the everyday person. They ain't even have a conversation. They don't even respect the everyday person. Let's just keep it there. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it there. All right. But anyway.
And that needs to be a smarter plan than just rounding up every single person and deporting them just like that. Right. So, and I'm going to get pushback on that, but I'm just living in reality from here on out. Yeah. And if anybody's mad at me for saying the truth, then I'm sorry.
All right. Now she was going to say if I'm taken out. All right. But she didn't want to go to that extreme. She was just saying if anybody's mad at me, because listen, my Twitter has been blowing up with all these goddamn, bro, my timeline is nothing but Majority Taylor Greene on Twitter. I still call it Twitter. Fuck Elon, know what I'm saying? Elon a weirdo, know what I'm saying? He a weirdo, and I don't think that nigga human, in my personal. I think that nigga hybrid or something. They done made that nigga in a laboratory or something. That nigga Elon a weirdo. Twitter, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you know what I'm saying? My Twitter is blown up. Well, goddamn, Majority Taylor Greene is a traitor. She's a fraud. She's this. She's a sellout. Da-da-da-da. Oh, they is upset. They got their panties in a bunch over there with the MAGA extremists. You know what I'm saying? Now, for the people that support Donald Trump, we're looking at it like, yo, we're not thinking that you're against Donald Trump. No, but you're saying some real shit at the end of the day. At the end of the day, you're saying some real shit. And that doesn't mean that you're against Donald Trump. That don't mean that. You know what I'm saying? Because if your man's is supposed to be doing something, you're supposed to hold his ass accountable for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Period. You know what I'm saying? If I get my man's a job or some shit, and nigga come to work and he not doing what the fuck he supposed to be doing, nigga, I gotta get on his ass about that. Like, yo, fam, nigga, I need you to do that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, nigga, I need you to show up to work. The fuck you mean you was out with this bitch last night? Nigga, I ain't trying to hear that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to hear it. Nigga, get your ass to work, nigga. Oh, I'm mad drunk right now. I ain't gonna be able to make it. Nigga, you better get your drunk ass to work. Nobody told you to get out. Whatever you drink, nigga, you better thug it out. You know what I'm saying? Get your ass up and come to work, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nobody trying to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? You gonna hold your mans accountable for that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's all for people that have criticisms of what Donald Trump has been doing, or some of the things he's been doing. That's all it really comes down to. It's just holding him accountable. Like, I still fuck with him. That's still my mans and shit. But I gotta hold the nigga accountable. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's tough to hold your mans accountable. But see, when people hold you accountable or shit, I can more trust that person. More than a motherfucker a motherfucker ain't gonna say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker ain't gonna say nothing. I can't really trust nobody like that. Damn, nigga, you ain't never gonna say. You'll tell everybody else, but you ain't gonna tell me. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I can't trust nobody like that. You know what I'm saying? If you want nigga, hold me accountable. If I do some fuck shit, nigga, let me know. You know what I'm saying? Don't motherfucking hold that shit in and say some shit to somebody else, but you ain't saying that shit to me. That I can't respect that. You know what I'm saying? If I'm your mans, nigga, that means I'm your mans, and you can come talk to me. Hey, look, Trump, you know what I'm saying? What you doing, fam? You know, nigga, release them Epstein files, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with the shit you doing here. I agree with what Majority Taylor Greene is talking about at the end of the day. I believe on some of the shit that she's saying is actually is valid. You know what I'm saying? It's valid. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm not the biggest Majority Taylor Greene fan, but sometimes she can hold Donald Trump accountable for some shit and then the Republicans accountable for some shit that they're doing or that they're not doing. You know what I'm saying? Let's just say that.
Marjorie Taylor Greene, ladies and gentlemen, our next president. Sorry, J.D. Vance.
Now listen, I ain't gonna hold you. She might have a better shot at being as far as representing the. She might listen, and it might be a smart move on Majority Taylor Greene's part because she has to be able to maneuver her way into this next run for Republicans at the end. Because listen, bro, when we think about the Republicans right now, when you think of the landscape, like first of all, J.D. Vance, the nigga lame as hell, dog. We just got to be honest. You know what I'm saying? like JD Vance, with him being a younger dude, he supposed to have a level of like coolness or something. Like nigga, Donald Trump is like 100 years old and still look like he got more swag than JD Vance. You know what I'm saying? Like JD Vance ain't gonna cut it. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna cut it for no presidential candidate. Yeah, I don't care if he is Donald Trump's vice president. He not gonna cut it. You know what I'm saying? Majority Taylor Greene, with her being a female, you know what I'm saying? She been working out and shit like that. She got a little glow about her. Like she been getting her makeup game on point. You know what I'm saying? So, hitting certain angles, looking a little decent. You know what I'm saying? Looking a little decent out here. Something you can snatch up at the bar or some shit like that on the late night. You know what I mean? Have a little good time and shit. You know what I'm saying? But motherfucker, listen, and especially with her political stance on shit, you know what I'm saying? She can go back now. People can look this shit up and be like, she criticized Donald Trump about this. She criticized the Republicans about this. And people can look at that. Even Democrat voters can look at that and say, oh, well, I'm going to give her a listen. They may not vote for her, but let me hear what she got to say. You know what I mean? Let me hear what. So she might be pivoting to try to go for it. Now that he's saying this, that's why I thought about it. But she might be pivoting for that, you know what I'm saying, to try to go for that presidential election coming up in 2028, which would be a great move for her, especially if Trump administration flicked her off like a $2 hoe, you know what I'm saying?
President, sorry, JD Vance. Well, I mean, there's people are saying it. I go to dinner parties.
Yeah, I heard you.
Well, by the way,
I heard you on Joe Rogan. As a conservative and as a business.
All right, so let's go. I think we still got some more shit. I don't think
Costs
we're done
have
yet.
not come down. I myself can tell you.
Now look it. She's on CNN. Okay, we know CNN
Costs
heavy
have
Democrat.
not come down. Have not.
All right, we know CNN heavy Democrat. Okay, listen, CNN. They might as well call it DNN, Democratic Network, no News Network. On my soul, they might as well call it Democrat News Network, straight up and down, because that's all they pump out is Democratic propaganda. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing. I'm hating the Democrats and no weird shit like that. That's just what it is, dog. You know what I mean? But anyway, she's over there. Okay. Now, like I said, she's in on her campaign run, and I think this is somewhat of a smart move. I think it's a smart move for her to try to pivot if that's what she's doing. Or is she really standing on business on behalf of the American people? Because if she is, you do have to go and hit these platforms. You have to, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you're not somebody with the cachet like a Donald Trump and you're trying to get your name out there. Donald Trump's name been out here for decades, okay? Before he even decided to run for president, niggas had this nigga all in their rap songs and shit like that, taking pictures with Donald Trump, and Trump coming to hip-hop. And this is before he was a politician. Trump coming to hip-hop, goddamn, so niggas been real fond of goddamn Donald Trump. It wasn't only until this nigga started to run for president did all of a sudden niggas didn't like Donald Trump, which was weird to me. Like, what? Nigga, Trump always been around. Like, I don't get where, all of a sudden Trump this diabolical racist of all time. Like, nigga been breaking bread with niggas since the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you have to be able to hit these different platforms, whether you like them or not. And you can find your agree to disagree with coming on a platform at the end of the day. So, what Majority Taylor Greene is doing, I think some of these Republicans should try to do that if there's somebody in a political seat, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, it gets you out there. You know what I'm saying? And people get a chance to actually hear you speak on these platforms. You know what I mean? Where, if you're on the Fox News, they ain't gonna never hear your ass because they don't watch Fox News. You know what I'm saying? Most people that watch CNN, they only watch CNN. They got nothing to do with Fox News.
Not come down. I myself can tell you my apartment here in Washington, D.C., the electricity bill is $100 more than it was last year, because you can look at your own bill and look at costs. Prices have not come down. That is a reality. People's wages have not gone up. And
that's a fact. You know what I'm saying?
But meanwhile, you know, they done sent billions of dollars over here, $100 million over there, $10 million here, $50 million there. So they doing all this shit, but ain't nobody wages went up. You know what I'm saying? And your wages, my wages did not go up. You know what I'm saying? Tax went up. No, I think tax kind of went down a little bit. I think it did go down a little bit. I would have to check. But you know, like I said, the wages don't go up though. And that's why it's always funny to me how they talking about they want to fix this and they want to fix that. Like, bro, well, niggas start giving some kind of incentives or something for these companies to pay their workers more. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're paying the workers more, they got more to spend, which was going to put more into the economy because people going to want to buy shit. You know what I'm saying? You got motherfuckers just want to hoarder shit all fucking day because they like, shit, I don't know, man. Shit, you know what I'm saying? They out here, you know what I mean? Shit is fucking ridiculous.
Another reality, and so Americans are continuing to have a very difficult time. Costs have not come down.
All right. Now I have seen some hellified deals though, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I have seen hellified deals at the grocery
I myself
store
can
and
tell
certain
you
shit. It is what it is. But anyway.
Tell you what, 6 months in, Seed, and here we are, turning back on the campaign promises, and we bombed Iran on behalf of Israel. It was on behalf of Israel. We're entering a nuclear war, the World War III, because the entire world is going to erupt. And you want to know the people that are cheering it on right now? Their tune is going to drastically change the minute we start seeing flag-draped coffins on the nightly news, on Fox News that brainwashes all the baby boomers, and on CNN that brainwashes all the Democrat baby boomers. I'll tell you what.
Now I don't know where Marjorie Taylor Greene got this flip of the switch from, but I like it. You know what I'm saying? I definitely do like it. I think it's commendable at the end of the day. I think it's honorable, okay? You know what I mean? Most definitely, because, you know, a lot of this shit has to be called out, and a lot of this shit, it doesn't make any fucking sense, okay? But anyway.
6 months in, Steve, and here we are, turning back on the campaign promises, and we bombed Iran on behalf of Israel. Yes, it was on behalf of Israel.
So think about that. That's why Trump over there campaigning right now, over there kissing walls and shit, talking about Ivanka was a Christian, and now she's part of, you know, she part of the team now. Know what I'm saying? Got Ivanka out there kissing walls and shit. Know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ivanka Trump. Know what I'm saying? I would definitely smash. I ain't gonna sit there and hold y'all niggas at the end of the day. That's a little snow bunny. I would definitely jump in the snow with. Know what I'm saying? And if one of you Dr. Umar Johnson ass niggas get up out of here. Know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to hear all that. Know what I'm saying? Get y'all ass out of here with that. I see y'all niggas ready to type in the comment. Here this nigga go. Here this nigga go one play with the snow bunny and shit. Yeah, nigga, goddamn, nigga. Niggas out here dick policing and shit, fam. Get up out of here, fam. But anyway. But yeah, you know, that's why Donald Trump and Ivanka Trump over there kissing walls and shit right now. Know what I'm saying? They doing that, like I said, BB and them boys, they really running shit, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. They really running America right now, allegedly. I don't know where I seen a clip and shit, but I seen him up there talking, and he was like, people are running around saying that I'm running Donald Trump. Like, well, nigga, not from this last little press conference I seen. Like, I don't know, fam. You know what I'm saying? That man over there, Trump looking strange over there, bro. He looking real strange over there, man. It's like they got something on Donald Trump, dog. And BB and them boys know that. You know what I'm saying? They like, look, you want this shit to get out or what? You know what I'm saying? Trump like, nah, not really. You know what I'm saying? I think Trump might come to a breaking point, though. By the time his ass get ready to get up out of office, he might be like, you know what, man, fuck all this shit. He might flip the table on BB at the end. So I'm gonna stay tuned to that. You know what I'm saying? But right now, yeah, Trump look like he got a leash on him. You know what I'm saying? He got a leash on him, dog. I ain't gonna sit up and hold you. He don't have that same level of I don't know. It's something just different about Trump this time around. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Something not right. It's not clicking. You know what I'm saying? But anyway.
We're entering a nuclear war, the World War III, because the entire world is going to erupt. And you want to know the people that are cheering it on right now? Their tune is going to drastically change the minute we start seeing flag draped coffins on the nightly news, on Fox News that brainwashes all the baby boomers, and on CNN that brainwashes all the Democrat baby boomers.
And I like how she called that out. Now, whether it's baby bloomers or Gen Zers or millennials or whatever the fuck the term, I don't know what these weird ass terms mean. But when old niggas, I'm gonna break it down in Ebonic. Old niggas and young niggas, you know what I'm saying, that watch the CNN Democrat news, and then you got the old niggas and the young niggas that watch the goddamn Fox News getting brainwashed at the end of the day. So she is admitting that the fact that the media is brainwashing both sides at the end of the day, which is shit that I've been saying for years, okay? Motherfuckers have been saying this for decades, okay? So this is nothing new. But it is good to see that somebody who was a stomp hard Republican really be able to decipher, like, look, Fox News is doing the same shit that CNN is doing. So that, you know, this ain't no game. This shit has to stop, or we're gonna really be, shit ain't gonna be funny when your cousin gotta get drafted to the war and he don't make it back. It ain't gonna be funny when your son get drafted to the goddamn he was an honorary student, and now this nigga gotta go fight a war that he didn't even have nothing to do with. Know what I'm saying? In defense of who though? You know what I'm saying? And this is the thing about it. In defense of who? It ain't got nothing to do with America. You know what I'm saying? So they just gonna be sending boys out there to go die in a war that ain't got really nothing to do with America. And it's not something that America didn't even start or had nothing to do with. You know what I'm saying? So that's you know, I can agree with some of the shit she's talking about on here. All right. So anyway, so this is the smear campaign. So
well, you've seen with Trump.
Hold on. So here's the smear campaign. So my video's almost done. We're gonna go to Joe Rogan after this, and then we're gonna close this video out. But anyway, this is a tweet from Marjorie Taylor Greene yesterday. She says, "Incredible. I'm fairly certain there is a paid social media lying campaign against me right now," which I'm pretty sure there is. But anyway, good news though, social media is not reality, which is not, okay? And let me stay there for a second, because, you know, a lot of times people on social media, they create these kind of worlds where they're making it seem as if, oh, like for instance, this is one that always kills me when I hear it on the internet. All these black men that get in the NBA and they get successful, all they do is go get them a white woman. But that's not reality. You know what I'm saying? It's not reality. You know what I'm saying? They'll bring up one nigga. You know what I'm saying? One nigga or some kind of situation that happened with you know, okay, we'll use the Jonathan Majors situation, right? Y'all know how he got kicked off Marvel. I think it's some bullshit he got kicked off Marvel for that. That's a little, I can see if he Dana White his bitch, you know, like Dana White knocked his bitch out. Yeah, I can see if Jonathan Majors knocked his bitch out or something. All right, you can kick the nigga off Marvel, but the nigga was literally running like a hoe ass nigga. And the nigga got kicked out. He might well have slapped the bitch. He might well pushed the bitch down to the ground. He might well A-Town stomped on the bitch. He might well just crashed out. You know what I'm saying? He might well crashed out because he lost everything any goddamn way. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is. But anyway, you'll have people go, oh, see, that's what that brother get out there fucking with them white bitches, right? Meanwhile, majority of niggas in Hollywood is dating black women, married to black women, children with black women, okay? You think of the NBA, a lot of, all these brothers get out here, and then they get out here and they start playing in the snow. Majority of these niggas in the NBA, okay, are having babies with black women, married to black women, girlfriends are black women, okay? Now, some niggas might be playing in the snow. It is what it is. But it's not some kind of epidemic going on that, you know, niggas is just, you know, hoarding all the goddamn snow bunnies and shit. Like, what are you niggas talking about? Know what I'm saying? Get out. Like I said, most of my boys that I know, well, one of my boys right now, I think, well, his chick is kind of mixed. You know what I'm saying? And that's not even really his chick. I don't mean to put his business out there, but, you know, that's like my brother right there. But both his baby mom black. You know what I'm saying? All the chicks he would deal with, black. Okay. Another one of my boys, his ex-wife, black. You know what I'm saying? His kids, black. His motherfucking his first baby mom, black. Okay. Another one of my boys, his baby, may he rest in peace. His baby mom, black. Okay. Majority people I know, their significant other is black. Okay. I'm probably like really one of the only niggas that's really. I mean, most of my girlfriends was black. You know what I'm saying? But I had kids with a Caucasian woman though. I ain't gonna sit up and hold y'all. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no shame in my game, and like I said, ain't nobody going that don't take away from me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna play with what the fuck I want to play with. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown ass man. I always felt like I'm a grown ass man. I'm gonna do what I want to do. Period. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm gonna fuck with it, I'm gonna play in the snow, nigga. I'm playing in the snow. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna play with some chocolate, nigga, I'm playing in chocolate. Nigga, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Leave me the fuck alone. You know what I'm saying? The fuck is wrong with y'all niggas? But anyway. So I wanted to stay there though, because they do be this shit on social media that people be really, and then you'll have people in the comment section. That's the shit that be killing me, is the people in the comments. Yeah. Like what? Like what? LeBron James or Michael Jordan? Like Michael Jordan got him a little white broad and shit, right? I don't know if she's white or not. I think she is though, but Michael Jordan got him a like, see. Michael Jordan, he done went out here and he done see. When that woman died, when Michael Jordan died, she gonna get all Michael Jordan shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Majority of these women gonna get like, that's how it goes. That's how it goes, dog. You know what I'm saying? But you don't talk about none of these scandalous ass bras running around here doing fuck shit to niggas and shit, and niggas justifying that fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? But these be black women though, doing some fuck shit to a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Having kids with a nigga and that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, the shit that's going on with Travis Hunter, too, is wild. And I feel bad for that brother. But eventually, that bro about to take him to the cleaners. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's one situation where, you know, the Travis Hunter shit, that's one situation where you look at it and you go, yeah, that's the type of woman you need to look out for. If you're going to be playing with other different women and shit, dog, you need to be you need to be careful. You know what I'm saying? Because some of these women ain't like I said, if this chick has multiple options, then that's not the one for you. I don't give a fuck what she's telling you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, baby, I love you. Oh, baby, I love you so much. Oh, baby. But this bitch got about 15 niggas in her phone blowing her shit up daily. You know what I'm saying? Saying the same shit, dog. Like I said, that's not the one for you. She got male friends. She not the one for you. You can have a good time with her. You can have some fun, go out. You know what I'm saying? Do what y'all do. But taking it serious? Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? But Travis Hunter is a dumbass nigga. So, you know, it is what it is. But anyway, I'm getting massive support from real Americans that aren't swayed by paid shills and instead know America needs to be put first. And I agree. Every few months, Israel operatives post this claim about MGT, okay? So now, Majority Taylor Greene, like I said, this is what happened when you start attacking them folks. I'm telling you, when you start calling these folks out, dog, listen, they start coming for you. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, this dude, Brandon Tatum. Now we know Brandon Tatum is a coon ass nigga for the Republican Party. Coon ass nigga. I mean, buck dancing, Django, jangling ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he get on his knees for the Republican Party at the end. Jangling ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Majority Taylor Greene, she's only American only, but her portfolio includes stocks in Australia, the UK, and the Netherlands. From $700K to $22 million in 5 years while investing abroad. America only when it pays dividends, okay? Now, I told y'all about Majority Taylor Greene years ago when she had the whole situation with stocks And that's why she was in support of the Ukraine war. And instead of her saying the shit that she's saying now, talking about we're sending all this money to the hundreds of millions of dollars to the Ukraine, and we're sending $30 billion to Israel, but the American people, when I was saying that shit back in 2021, when it wasn't popular to say some shit like that, I didn't know what I was talking about. I'm just a monkey ass nigga, and I need to stick to basketball. You know, it was just all kind of reckless shit y'all running around here saying because y'all was defending this bitch. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Now y'all niggas see it. Now y'all niggas see for what it is. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like I said, it is what it is, man. That's how it normally be with me. Sometimes I could say it's been like that my whole life. I'll say some shit, a motherfucker look at me and be like, this nigga is retarded. You know what I'm saying? Years later, that same shit will come up and the motherfucker be stone cold quiet about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, that nigga was right. Can't even be like, damn, this nigga was right. Nope, nigga just be quiet about that shit. Act like they wasn't slandering a nigga and shit. Let's let you know how fake people be, dog. This shit is crazy. But anyway. All right. So yeah, they all right, so like I said, they're gonna keep attacking the fact that you know her network increased and shit like that. That's like I said, because they all know where the money is at. Okay, they know where the money is at. They're gonna keep pushing this whole, oh, she got this much money now, her money's there. Because like I said, she probably was in support of these folks at one point in time, which she was. Okay, and now all of a sudden she's turning on that shit. That's why I'm saying she's playing a dangerous game. She's playing more of a dangerous game than Candace Owens is because she's a white woman and they got no problem taking her ass out. You know what I'm saying? It's a color situation when it comes down to Candace Owens. This white bitch, they ain't got no problem eliminating her ass. I'm going to tell y'all niggas that shit straight up. Straight up and down, they not going to have no problem eliminating this broad and burying her somewhere in their backyard. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. All right. They hate Israel more than they care about the Islamization of the U.S. and the Islamic war of Christianity. All right. All right, just notice how they keep pointing out the same shit. You know, it's propaganda at the end of the day because she flipped the script. You know what I'm saying? She flipped the script.
Looks is horrific. It looks when you're just arresting people in front of their kids and just normal regular people that have been here for 20 years. Yeah. That everybody who has a heart can't get along with that.
No.
Everybody who has a heart sees that and goes, that can't be right. That can't be right. That can't be the only way to do this.
Right.
Because you have to think, look, yeah, we have to have a border. Yes, it should have been secure. Yes, they should make sure you know who everybody is before they get in.
Yeah.
But when people have been here for 20 years, like, come on, man. That's crazy. Like, yeah. Let's find a way. If they've been productive members of society for 20 years, no criminal record, they worked the entire time. Yeah. They paid taxes. Find them a pathway to citizenship. Find a way where you can do this thing that you want to do, which is keep terrorists and cartel members from getting across the border with drugs that kill 100,000 people a year. Okay, but also have a heart. Because if you don't, you're not going to get anybody on your side. If you're doing this stuff publicly, throwing women to the ground, handcuffing people, just for existing on the wrong side of the dirt.
Yeah.
Not a criminal. Not the only crime they ever committed was coming over here as a kid.
Yeah.
They probably didn't even know what the was going on.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
You know, a lot of kids got snuck across when they were already born in Mexico. And they've grown up their entire life in America. They can't even speak Spanish.
Yeah.
And they could get sent back.
We have a labor force in America across.
All right. But listen, at the end of the day, like I said, you know, shout out to Joe Rogan. It
many
is industries
what it is.
I do believe that there is a way that they can do that shit without having to be like
regardless
that.
of his flaws, what you're seeing with Trump, regardless of flaws, is a massive, concentrated psyop. They've distorted who he is to the point where most people think that way. Most people think that way. They've had narratives.
What is a psyop? I keep hearing that.
Psychological operation where they've decided to distort people's perceptions of things.
All right, so let me come over here real quick. Somebody ready to get up all this video
Senate
way too
Majority
long.
Leader John Thune to use Republican votes to pass Republican spending bills. Why do you think he hasn't done that yet?
Well, he's made the excuse that he has to preserve the filibuster, which is the 60-vote rule in the Senate, because he wants to be able to continue bipartisanship with Democrats. My argument back against that, Matt, is that bipartisanship has been proven to be dead. Democrats and Republicans couldn't be further divided. We have a one-time opportunity here controlling the White House, the House, and the Senate.
Like I said earlier, there's no excuse for the shit that they're not getting done as far as the Republicans go, because they have everything. The fuck you mean you can't release these files? And then da-da-da-da. Well, like, what's the holdup? Y'all own everything. Ain't everybody on one accord on the Republican Party, right? Everybody on one accord, right? So what the fuck is the holdup? It's because they don't want that shit out there. You know what I'm saying? That shit's being dangled out there for whoever doesn't want to follow the script. You know what I'm saying? And I think the script is really with Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? They like, look, look, nigga, and that's why he probably, and this is where I say Trump shot himself in the foot with mentioning that shit on his campaign. Okay, with him saying that, and then when the pressure came, and then the Secretary of Secretary of State get her ass out here talking about we're going to be releasing the Epstein files and unclassifying the Martin Luther King documents and JFK, and then that shit don't, everybody like, all right, well, shit, we waiting on the Epstein shit. You know what I'm saying? That JFK, Martin Luther King shit, that shit old. You know what I'm saying? We want this Epstein shit. Motherfucker is foaming out the mouth for this Epstein shit. And then when Donald Trump got his ass out there and try to chastise the reporter for asking a general question, a legit question. I get the report of that. He was standing on business like, hey, look, your Secretary said that he was going to release that. Oh, right now we're worrying about a tragedy. I think like some kind of hurricane or something hit, or some kind of tornado or something that destroys somewhere. So Trump kind of blew him off like, oh, you want to know about Epstein files, but this just happened to some group of people or some shit. I forgot what the fuck happened, but he totally blew him off. And to me, that's when I looked at I'm like, damn, Trump, like, nah, bro, that you weren't supposed to say that, bro. Like, that was like a big fuck you to all your extremists, all the people that lay on their back for you, know what I'm saying? All the people that get on their knees for you, know what I'm saying? That was a big slap in the face. He slapped it. He let y'all niggas get on y'all knees and slap the taste out y'all niggas' mouth. You know what I'm saying? He let all you extreme goddamn Trump supporters get on y'all knees and he slapped fire out y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad he did it. I'm glad he did it. To a certain degree, I'm glad he did it. You know what I'm saying? But it just lets you know it's politics at the end of the day. So when they got you out here fearing for this politician, oh, this politician gonna stand on business. This politician gonna do this. This politician gonna do that. Sometimes certain shit they could be getting blackmailed about. And I think, I'm not saying Trump is guilty for anything with the Epstein files, but they got video of them niggas being cool. If he didn't partake in the shit that Jeffrey Epstein was doing, he had to know of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had to know of the shit. You know what I'm saying? So there's no way, I don't believe that he didn't know that it was of it. He didn't know of it or what was going on. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's being dangled out there for Donald Trump that if he don't follow certain shit, then they're gonna release that shit on his ass. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna get that thing released. And so maybe they're waiting to after he gets out of office to release the files. But who the fuck knows, dog? Who the fuck knows? But anyway.
And I think that our agenda is so incredibly important important. The American people overwhelmingly voted for it in November of 2024. That my argument back is Leader Thune needs to use courage, and Republicans in the Senate need to blow through the filibuster and pass not only Republican appropriation bills, but very important key strategic Republican agenda bills. That's the way that it should be done. And Democrats, if they get the control back, Matt, you and I both know they are definitely going to blow through the filibuster. They already tried to do it in 2022 with their very dangerous Voting Rights Act that would have changed the way federal elections are run for forever, and that would have cost us the majority probably for forever. They did that, and the only way it was blocked was because Kristen Sinema and because Joe Manchin were the ones that blocked it. Well, those two Democrat senators are no longer there. And so Democrats will blow through the filibuster. They'll use the nuclear option when they get control again. Chuck Schumer already tried it. And so I think that Republicans need to govern, and they should use the nuclear option and get rid of that 60 vote rule.
All right. Listen, we know the Democrats coming through to stand on some business. We know that, all right? But anyway, man, I just wanted to do this video real quick well, not real quick, but I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I got a few other videos. Well, I got another video that y'all probably see before this one that I did last week. I haven't really been doing too many political videos. I haven't really been doing too many videos like that, period. I've been working. But I got a day off, finally starting to have some days off again. So I'm going to start trying to do more videos. I'm going to bang out a few more videos today. We're going to talk about the Steelers for a quick second. I'm going to do a special video on BitChute, though. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably I'll do like a short or something and give y'all the link to get to the BitChute page, because that particular video is not going on YouTube. It just can't go on YouTube. It can't. All right, but so y'all stay on the lookout, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Marjorie Taylor Greene. Y'all think Marjorie Taylor Greene full of shit? You know what I'm saying? I used to think Marjorie Taylor Greene was full of shit. I used to think she was just a fucking diabolical, right-wing, extremist, racist at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? But she was somebody who was just in heavy support and believed in Donald Trump. And, maybe the first time around, just supporting. Second time around when he lost, still was supporting. But the third time she felt like, okay, I done built a rapport. He know who I am. Maybe I can get a place in the cabinet. He's really going to stand on some business as far as America first. And then when Trump got in office, and when all that America first shit was out the window, and she wasn't a part of that cabin, you know what I'm saying? I think that's when she started to flip or became woke and started to change her ways. Or maybe that opened her eyes, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, you know what I mean? But some of the stuff that she's been saying recently, I can agree with that. I can agree with that because, like I said, all this America first, America first, America first. Like, if you still believe Donald Trump is America first, dog, you have to be insane. You have to be insane. Especially you see this little recent tour of them niggas over there kissing walls and shit. You know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you see a nigga over there kissing the wall, that's the whole kiss my ring, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's a motherfucker kneeling down kissing the ring. You know what I'm saying? That's all that shit means in a nutshell. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about. See a nigga over there, hands on the wall, kissing that's the kiss in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Kneel down, nigga, and kiss the ring, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you want that position? Oh, I got you, fam. Come here real quick. Come kiss this ring real quick, fam. Come kneel down and kiss this ring, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you want this information to get out there? Nah, I don't want this information to get out there. All right, well, nigga, bring your ass over here and nigga tell her how much you love being over here and shit like that. Nigga, come kneel down and kiss this ring, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So they got Trump over there kissing that ring right now. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? So Trump might be, he might be the puppet. You know what I'm saying? And them folks might be the puppet master at the end of the day, straight up and down. We know them. We know sometimes a lot of these elections ain't elections. People are getting selected. All right. We know that. Shout out to the Yash Karaz that's been out there since 2020. Well, shit, when I first heard about this shit, 2008, 2007. Shout out to the Professor Griff's that's been out there 2006, 2005. And many more that's been doing this shit for shit, man, been coding shit for years. You know what I'm saying? They decode shit better than Neo and the Matrix out this bitch. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all them, man, because we've been, for those of us who's been following these people for years and decades at this point, we know that these people, it sound crazy when we first heard, like I said, all this shit that I'm saying, it's going to sound, if you're somebody who's just getting into this shit, it's going to sound crazy to you until you really start getting more knowledge into this shit. Then you'll be like, damn, that's crazy. And that nigga was right. Because that's how it sounded to me. I'm like, I don't know. I see it, but I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? But then when you really start to really catch it and see it, you can't unsee that shit anymore. You just can't see it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where a point where Marjorie Taylor Greene is at. All right? She probably was lost. Listen, you got old niggas that's lost. You know what I'm saying? Like, so don't get it twisted. Like, oh, because a nigga that's old, he supposed to have all this experience, or a nigga who has this experience doing this, or some kind of degrees and shit like that. Like, that don't necessarily mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, a 18-year-old, me as an 18-year-old, was more knowledgeable about politics and the game of politics and the industry and shit like that than probably most politicians right now. And these niggas is older than me. These niggas older than me. You know what I'm saying? More experience than me. More money than me. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. But knowledge is power, man. That's Schoolhouse Rock shit. You know what I'm saying? For those of y'all remember that cartoon, knowledge is power, niggas. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. But anyway, man, don't get mad at me, man. I just got to tell like it is, man. So shout out to Dave. Hold up real quick. Because like I said, when we talking about them people and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? I ain't say nothing slanderous, okay? We got love for them people, but all I'm saying is that Trump is over there kissing the ring. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. And BB the man. You know what I'm saying? BB the man. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? BB is the man in charge, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. It don't mean I hate these people and no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, y'all niggas can send all this money over there, but, a nigga don't file out for goddamn health insurance and shit. Y'all niggas is shutting down niggas' bank accounts for $500. You know what I'm saying? I got to be clear about that. You know what I mean? Nigga perfectly healthy. Ain't nothing wrong with me and shit. I'm still mad about that shit. I got to pay that shit off and shit. That shit is some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all sending trillions of dollars to the Ukraine and shit for their little bullshit war. And a nigga got to pay $500. Taxes on top of that. Tax on everything that I actually buy and pay for. And then I got to pay fucking tax on some bullshit at the end of the day, at the end of the year. Like, that's some fuck nigga shit that the government is out here doing. And they've been doing shit like that for years. But they want to play Captain they want to play Captain Planet and shit out here. You know what I'm saying? The fuck out here, man. Like I said, deal with America first, man. I ain't trusting no more politician until they ready to stand on some business when it come down to being a really America first. All this money y'all getting from taxes, y'all could be doing tremendous things with these after school programs for the future of these babies and shit. Like, it's so much shit that these folks could be using this money for that they just refuse to do it. They refuse to do it. They would rather do it for anybody else but Americans. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. And it's a shame. You know what I'm saying? And I think people are starting to wake up to that, and they're getting tired of that shit. It don't mean that we hate anybody. It just means we're getting tired of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But deal with America first, man. And I can agree with Marjorie Taylor Greene when it comes down to that. Like, yeah, man, stop capping to the people, man. Take care of Americans first. And then we can worry about everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Then we worry about everybody else. But let me say this, too. Let me put a further message out there. For the ancient Americans, look, dog, we nigga, it's America first. Don't start, get your ass out here caping for nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because don't nobody be caping for us. Don't nobody, man, black people really cool, man. Black people, man, man, black people, man. Nah, hey, y'all niggas better not take y'all ass out here doing none of that. Y'all better not. Y'all better not. Motherfucker getting deported, that ain't got nothing to do with you. Know what I'm saying? Palestine and Israel going through that ain't got nothing to do with you. Russia and the Ukraine, that ain't got nothing to do with you. Know what I'm saying? So mind your business. Let them folks do what they got to do because, like I said, when niggas getting their head beat in by the police, niggas getting locked up for petty crimes, niggas going to court and they trying to railroad niggas into jail for crimes they didn't commit. Don't nobody out here stomping the yard. Ain't nobody stomping the yard for us. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody stomping the yard. Nobody, man, it's fucked up what they doing to the black people in America, the ancient Americans out there that's indigenous to that land. That's fucked up what they doing to them. Nope. Don't nobody get out here and wave no flags, no protests in the streets, you know what I'm saying? No nothing, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, any of these protests y'all see coming up for this and that, y'all better stay your black ass home, you know what I'm saying? Stay your black ass home, because I don't want to hear about no nigga getting caught up in some shit. I'm going to say he did it to himself, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say he did it to himself, because we've been trying to educate y'all niggas better stand clear, you know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas better stand clear, you know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. Stand clear out here in these streets, man. That shit ain't got nothing to do with us. We got our own shit we need to be worried about. You know what I'm saying? This country owe us way too much for us to be even thinking about what the fuck going on in some other country. You know what I'm saying? Now it's different. If some war shit pop off here, then hey, niggas gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? Niggas gonna have to suit up and boot up. It is what it is. But other than that, man, listen, I don't give a fuck what's going on in no other country, dog. You know what I'm saying? And you shouldn't neither. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. But anyway, for those that do, okay, well, take your ass over there and you go fight that shit then. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, you're just talking. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fighting nothing until that shit hit homeland. And hit homeland, then somebody got to die. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. But other than that, I'm not going out fighting for no country. You know what I'm saying? That ain't gave back what they owe to my people. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And I don't care what's going on in no other country neither. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean I hate people or the people of these other countries. I don't. It's very unfortunate what could be happening over there. But what you're not going to do is browbeat a nigga to motherfucking supporting some shit when y'all don't support us out here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't support us out here. Y'all don't give a fuck about niggas out here. You know what I'm saying? So how the fuck am I supposed to sit up here and really be sympathetic to anybody else? Y'all done made niggas cold-hearted, you know what I'm saying? Niggas is like the most loving and peaceful people, really, you know what I'm saying? More welcoming and all that shit, man. Y'all starting to turn niggas cold-hearted, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, hey, they locking up babies and throwing them in cages and ice and shit like that. Hey, man, that shit ain't got nothing to do with us, dog. Close the door, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, close the windows and police outside. Know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's like ice in them. Know what I'm saying? Straight up. But anyway, Tell Like It Is TV. We out of here, y'all.